has an update. Alright, replay browser. And screen share. Okay, cool. Analysis.
Get a little note document set up.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Alright. So, talk to me about Falco.
So I haven't watched these games, so I don't know how they're gonna look. In general, I think I don't have like a strong game plan overall. I just have like plans for like specific situations.
Mm-hmm.
But like in general, I don't have like a general approach to the character or like something I'm looking to do.
Okay, sure. That makes sense. That's something similar that I talked to Josiah about, where I think he has a good idea of like tactics, but he doesn't really have a sense of strategy.
Hmm.
So it may be a similar case for that, where you don't really have like an overarching idea of like what you're looking to do in neutral.
Yeah, it's I mean, so like in my head, it's like basically it's I have to play the take laser mix-ups,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think I'm very good at. Um, or I have to hope they run into a full hop. That's kind of how it feels. I think I like understand on paper how to like find full hops that are like actual mix-ups,
Mm-hmm.
but in game I just don't see it.
Okay. And do you remember anything specific from these games that you thought we really need to look at?
Um, I guess nothing specific. I felt like versus both of these players, I felt like super overwhelmed and like I was getting run down the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I want to not let that happen because like they weren't. I also remember thinking like they're not making like incredible decisions. They're
Mm-hmm.
just like outpacing me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this first then. Wow, my computer lags. Cool. Jesus, this is especially slow. It's playing at like fucking one half speed for whatever fucking reason. Well, that might not be a bad thing. But I still want to see what I can do if I play. Alright, that is not okay or acceptable for it to be running this slow. So, give me a sec. I don't know why it's so fucking bad. Like, why would it be so slow? Graphics? It's because of the adapter, probably. Ugh. But I have it set to. Now, why would that happen? Why would that happen? What is it? The NVIDIA control panel or whatever? What's the thing that controls?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
NVIDIA control.
like how the GPU like handles specific apps.
Yeah, it's the NVIDIA control panel, I think. All right, where it at? Like, why is this locked to this?
It might be because do you have the window open, like the replay window?
Yeah.
You might you might not be able to have it like rendering a game when you like change the settings.
Well, program settings. Show me dolphin. Okay, show me dolphin. No, use this. Okay, now let us try again. Why like automatically selected that thing? That's so ridiculous. That's not all better. What is happening? Maybe it'll get them. Okay, that's fine. It's still not perfect. There might be something wrong with like Discord or whatever. I'm gonna take one more dive into this control panel and see what's going on.
Yeah, I have like virtually no experience here, so I don't have a lot of help to offer.
That's fine. Discord. It's weird because, you know, whenever I got this laptop, I thought I set all of this stuff up to use the correct graphics card. But I guess fucking not.
It could be I think I've read online something about like sometimes Windows updates will like reset it.
Yeah, Windows Update really might have cooked me. Please. And OBS Studio. Everything that I'm running right now. Please use the correct processor. Maybe I should just do the fucking global settings to this shit too. Fuck it. Alright, seems good. Okay. One more try. Please work correctly. Alright, whatever. This is gonna have to be good enough. Okay, that could have been a dash chance grab. Okay, now it's going full speed. And now it's not.
That's where you said it could have been a dash dance grab. I feel like that's like a common theme in games I play where like I'll set myself up for a punish, but I just like don't like I don't get it. I just like don't execute on it.
Well, I'm just gonna keep watching out until the end of this game and then see what I see.
Okay.
And then we'll go back over. Okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay. Would have rather shown there. Oops. Alright, what a
Yeah.
great game.
Well.
Hmm. Hmm. Alright, so what's the biggest common theme in neutral in this game? From your perspective.
Biggest common theme in neutral. Um, so I guess this is like kind of a narcissistic perspective, but I just see myself like moving in a way that gives me a punish on what Pound does, and then I like fuck up like a dash back or a JC grab or something, and then I mess up the punish.
Uh, I moderately disagree. I think you are, when you say you're moving in a way that could give you a punish, I agree that you are literally moving away from his hitbox. But I think you like, it's not just like, oh, I'm messing up a dash grab or I'm missing a JC grab. It's just like, you're literally not going to places where you can whiff punish him at all. So like, for me, the biggest thing is that like you suck at whiff punishing.
Okay.
So like that obviously was like, this was okay. This is the most reasonable. Keep this in mind. This is the most reasonable dashback that you have done, that you do in the entire game. And then you just end up fucking up. You accidentally run off the stage and you like, or you accidentally jump because you missed dashback, JC grab or whatever. And then you
Yeah.
like got it back there, whatever. So like, look at that one. You missed that. That one wasn't punishable. That was very safe from him. I don't know what was going on.
That
So
was
he does
a
laser
JC
and then
grab.
he aerials. So far, I don't know. Thus far, he doesn't like really do anything interesting, right? Let me find exactly what I'm talking about.
So you're saying I'm spacing too far away though,
Yeah.
like to get punishes. Okay.
So right there, so this is like a spot where it's like, oh, I mean, you could have punished this. Like, you just need to walk back a little bit, and then the backwards there connected. That's fine. Right there, you jump into it. You shouldn't jump into this, by the way. Like, he's gonna come off this platform with an aerial because he always comes off the platform with an arrow. He's either gonna short hop or he's gonna shield drop. He's gonna do it. There's no reason for you to be like back airing over here. You can just like stand right here and then let him do a shitty aerial and then punish it.
Okay.
But the point is that like you need to be at the right range. I'm gonna find exactly the spots where you could be going for a whiff punish. Right, so you fucked up that whiff punish. So you have a lot of whiff punish fails. Right there, he could have whiff punished that. Okay, you see how far where you are here?
Yeah.
And then you could have up smashed that. Well, is this what we do? It happened a lot in the later stocks. So even independent of the SDs, it was just like,
Yeah, that's. I feel like even with the SDs, this game like was super winnable. That was painful.
yeah, if you're gonna read roll, you need to read roll, right? It's just like you need to confirm it. You can't really react like that. Okay, so starting at this mark is like with punish gore. Like you see how if you do this, you have a 0% chance of ever whiff punishing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this again. You're gonna see this over and over. So he does laser approaching laser, and you do super dash back, and then here. Okay, we want to ignore that. This is probably where you kill yourself. Let's get past that. All right, see that?
Yeah, so that's just I'm just too far.
Yeah. So it's just like, but the question is like, so why are you going this far? Is the question. Because you see, he does this fully forward. So he
Mm-hmm.
goes from like all right, so he goes from right here to basically right here, right? This blue flower, or
Yeah.
just in front of the blue flower. We should say the yellow flower instead. So like, why are you all the way over here? Is this just a case of like a miscontrol, or do you really think he can go that far?
I think it's the second. I like didn't have an so like I didn't have an understanding of how far he could go. So I'm just reacting to where he lands rather than playing right outside the range because I don't know the range, I think.
Yeah, and then so this is like the type of like thing that will get you fucked up because you're like, oh my god, he's over here, and then you like try running, but it's way too late. Like he, this is the most egregious thing ever, right? Like, so you go for this whiff punish on this aerial, and in the time you are in your slow turnaround animation and trying to whiff punish him, he gets out shine, jump, down air,
Yeah.
which is like, I don't know, that's like a million frames. Whereas, if you want to punish this, you need to be, you need to dash to like right here. You need to be like right here
Right.
so that you can get a punish. So a lot of it seems like you don't have any sort of concept about where Falco can hit if he even just like chooses to do like a full aerial forward. And that's the range you need to like figure out before you can start doing anything, because this is where like it's like, okay, like why is full hopping strong? Because like if you full hop in place and then he aerial forwards, then he can't cover it easily and he gets hit. But if you like full hop towards him, then he needs to like play out a range that loses to running shine. But you can't just running shine him all the time unless if you're in his face. So you need to find a way to get like right here so you can get a punish. So if unless you need to understand like pretty much like what his range is. This is the full aerial, by the way. This is like as far as Falco can go. Not that one. This one, he does dash forward and he just holds forward the whole time. He goes from here
Okay.
to here. That's it. So if you're going to like try and fight him, then you want to be pretty much exactly where his aerial would end. Like if you read this, if you think he's going to go full forward like this, then you want to be exactly where it's going to end. Real honestly, this is probably a little bit far. You can play aggressively to stuff him and like be like right here, but you have enough time. Even if he started his aerial here and you were right here, and he started doing an aerial at you, you have enough time to dash back and whiff punish him. But the question
Right.
is, how far do you need to dash back in order to
I
whiff
mean,
punish?
I guess uh I mean there's like a technical answer and then like there's more so just like the minimal amount. Like you don't that's his max range, so you don't have to dash back very far at all. It's like
Yeah, well,
right.
I want you to give me like a specific answer. If you were like right here, and then he
Mm-hmm.
aerialed from right here, then where do you, to what point on the screen do you need to dash back in order to whiff punish him?
Uh Basically like right past where Falco is right now.
Yeah, exactly. You just need to move from here to here, and then that's enough. You totally have enough time to react.
Okay.
So we're gonna play this back. And that was unfortunate because you got stuck in your turnaround. But okay, so actually he went from like right here, to right here. Yeah, that's more Falco's range. It's like a little bit more than a side platform. So like
Yeah.
you would just need to go right here, right, and then you'd be fine. So keep that in mind
Mm-hmm.
with all his aerials. Look how many aerials he does, where he's just like, I don't know, he just like holds full forward, and then you either like don't understand the range, so like he goes under here. I don't even really know why you're shining here. And then so he goes full forward aerial, and then he does like nothing aerial, and then he just falls down, and then he tries to kill you off of it. Everything is like he tries to just like attack you immediately. It's kind of like he doesn't have to work at all for this.
That's why it drove me a little bit insane. Because
Well, you're kind of just giving it to him, right?
no, yeah, but like I'm trying to punish the specific things that he's doing, and I was just bad at it, which is what I've now understood.
Yeah. Well, the important part that to see here is that uh, like kind of like your your spacing is all wrong, and a lot of times and your calls are wrong because it's like a lot of times it feels like, oh, like I was right, he was going to attack me, but if he like attacks you like at a say is like you're like, okay, he's gonna down air at me, and then like he waits a beat and then he down airs and you're like, oh my god, I was right. Actually you were wrong because like the timing is part of it. So that's kind of like an abstract example. Hey, the replay's at full speed now. That's cool.
I get the idea though.
Yeah. So like this was the best dash back you did because right after you got lasered, you saw it, you saw him approaching, and then you immediately dash back after it. So that's
Right.
the most reactive you played. The rest of this stuff is like explained by it's like you're either playing so far away that you don't have a chance of punishing him, or you're so close that you just get hit instantly. So for example, so this is so like this down air, there's like no reason to get hit by this down air, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, he's over here. So based off of this, where can Falco hit if he shield drops with an aerial?
Uh, like I mean, it's just like a cone beneath him, basically.
Where does the cone end?
Uh, Probably like the edge of the platform.
Okay, so you're thinking like right here.
Yeah, it's like the edge of down air.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit further, like this between this like this yellow flower-ish. Because like if he does like a shield drop in the air or a shield drop back air or
Oh
something,
yeah.
then yeah, he could probably get about as far as here. So what if he just like jumps off the platform and tries to go get you? What's the furthest he can
Um.
go?
So my guess is the let's see. Do you see that row of flowers behind Fox?
This?
Yeah, so the rightmost blue one.
Okay, I have it right before the blue one, I think. So he comes off, and wow, we're both wrong. Like, it's pretty much way shorter, you see? But you could have stood right. So actually, you could have stood at the blue flower and you would have been fine.
Okay.
So you can't even hit like this. So in this case, there's like, I don't know, there's no real compelling reason for you to have to interact with him being on the platform here. Like, you could just stand on where this blue platform, where the blue flower is, and then you have a 0% chance of getting hit.
Right. Okay. That's I think that's an issue that I've had is like when I don't want to interact with Falco on a platform, I wasn't spacing that way. I would
Yeah.
play too close and only play around shield drop.
Yeah, you're like kind of playing close, and then you're just like hoping. Well, he doesn't also have like a particular reason to shield drop there. So it's like, if you play a Marth player here, then they just like run off and fair 100% of the time, right?
Right, yeah.
So they like run off and fair, and it ends like right here, and then you can like stand at the blue flower and you can grab their shitty aerial. he didn't have a particular reason to shield drop here. So now, of course, players don't always need reasons to do things. You would think, but they don't. And so like sometimes people are stupid, but it still goes to show like the point is just like I don't think he particularly had a reason for you to shield drop here. Like you were here, and then it's not like you hit his shield or you were like running underneath the platform. You were just like right here.
Right.
So let's look at the next whiff punish attempt. So he does laser forward, and then he jumps and shines, and then you dash back super late. Look at the time between whenever you get hit by this laser and your dash back.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, like, I'm just an idle for, like, looks like over 10 frames.
Yeah, so you need to be way faster on that, right? Because
Yeah.
that's going to make a difference. Now, as it happens, he does jump shine and then he jumps away. So that's difficult to punish. This right here, what happened? I think you just missed the tech, right? Yeah, you missed the tech on this back air, and then he tech chased you with down air.
I find in general I'm like really bad at hitting techs against Falco.
Yeah, you need to be... it's easier whenever you are ready to get hit, obviously.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is from mistext. Blah, blah, blah. Sucks. Okay. Yeah, you see how far back you are here?
Mm-hmm.
This was the first dash back grab that I missed. You're like all the way over here, and it's just like 0% chance you will ever get this grab. And then watch how he does his aerial too, because this is full forward. He goes full forward from like just underneath the side plat, and he ends up like, right before this batch of flowers. But you're all the way back here. This is the spacing that you need to like start playing around to get your grabs, your shines, or like your drill or down tilt or whatever you want to whiff punish with. That's the spacing you need to do. You want to practice against Falco like not being so far away that he can just whiff aerials for free.
Can you back it up again? I want to see what the spacing was before, because I just did like a single dash. I want to see like what.
Okay.
Okay.
So he started right here at this like yellow flower between the two blue flowers. That's where the dust cloud is. And then this is full forward, and he lands right here.
So it looks like roughly the same spacing.
It's it is like actually very convenient that it happens to be the length of one dash.
Yeah.
Like you kind of broke into run here.
Yeah, I think like what I did right there, I just flicked the stick and let go to do that. So that's... I think like it's like looking at it and like understanding the spacing like on like the images is one thing, but like being able to like understand like input wise like what it means to like...
Yeah, it's not necessarily the same thing, right?
Right.
But you can, it's just, I can't help you with the inputs, right?
No, yeah.
So right here, got wrecked by shield drop. Could have would punish this.
Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to do right there.
Yeah, and then right here, something similar. Like, he just short hops off, right? And it's just like, he just like kind of let him hit you. Like, you tried to challenge this, but, again, you could have stood this patch of flowers and then 0% chance of getting hit, right?
Yeah, and that back air loses to, like, a million options that Falco has right there. It's just not good.
So, this is, like, zero effort Falco gameplay. It's like laser, full forward aerial, and then, you just kind of stood still and got hit.
Yep. While I was losing, I was very aware that it was zero effort Falco gameplay, and that's But I guess it was hard, like in the moment, to pin down like what it was that was like, like making me like get destroyed by it.
Yeah, and so this is like where the feeling of like, oh, I need him just like run into a full hop comes from, because it's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
full hop and then he does his like stupid like full forward aerial, and then like he just gets hit by it. That's what I was talking about. That makes the full hop powerful. But like,
right.
look at the spacing of the full hop where he's likely to get hit. Look where you full hop. You start your full hop like right here, right? Right outside of. We're gonna really use the flowers here. So use right outside of this patch of flowers, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
look where his aerial would have put him if he had landed. Pretty much the same spot, right? It's pretty exact.
yeah. Okay.
So those are the spots where you can full hop in place.
So that's basically the spot where you get to like play your mix-ups then.
It's where you get to play. The place where you actually really want to be to play your mix-ups is probably a little bit closer, because this lets you smother Falco more. And Falco like struggles like very, very hard with characters getting on top of him and him not having room to breathe. So it's actually a little bit closer, because that's where like you can react and then you can use like your drift, but you also have the ability to proactively challenge him. Like if he chooses a laser, they can like just run up and up smash him from that distance, and then that's what really makes people not want to laser. What really makes people not be scared to laser is not so much power shielding, but just like hitting them for even thinking about it.
Right. I was playing Ian the other day, and he was telling me the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Rabbit and Justin make him like afraid to shoot a laser. I like that ledge dash up smash.
It is a good ledge dash. But yeah, you basically like you see how you're going so far. There's really no need to go so far whenever you're trying to do a dash back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to talk about that in the Shine Spike, because there's not a lot to say about it. It's just kind of dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is by any means like my like peak gameplay. It's like I want to understand what's happening when I'm like, I feel like I'm not playing well.
Yeah. So you just look like, he just does like a full forward aerial 100% of the time, right? Like full forward aerial here, and then he full forwards, and then he full forwards, and then he full forwards, and he does like, he kind of does the spawn back here. But like, every time he's just like holding full drift, but you go too far.
Right.
So that's full drift, but you're like back here, right? And you really should have been right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then those pixels make the difference. So with that in mind, we're gonna get to the next replay, and then we're gonna see if there are similar themes at play, which probably there are.
This player like felt like much stronger to play against.
Mm.
Backer wasn't safe, but
yeah, he didn't drift full forward.
yeah, I wasn't ready for that at all. That's not.
Okay, actually this game was completely different. This guy did like 0 aerials. Like the only time he did an aerial was like when he was already punishing you, and like he just does like that down air in place, and then most of the time he just like shines and lasers, or does like a full hop. Oh, there's there's two aerials. So that one, and yeah, that one you get hit by it because you're standing at the exact right place for him to hit. Like, I guess you wanted to running shine? Is that what happened here?
Yeah.
You wanted to running shine it from, like, this far?
Yeah.
It's way too far, right? If you're going to try and go for a running shine, you need to be, like, right here.
Okay.
Because, again, look how much time he has in the time where you decide to running shine over here. And then up tilt is over. And then he has time to laser, and then down air. Like, you really want to be running shine at a place where it's just like, dude, if you like jump, I'm going to hit you. I'm gonna with punish, or like I'm gonna hit you before your laser comes out with shine.
All right.
But yeah, this game is completely different. Ow. Oh, you just got forward smashed a bunch. Do you have more replays against the first guy?
Yeah. Let me.
I would rather watch replays from against the first guy.
Okay. You agree that this guy's like a much stronger player?
I mean, he hit harder.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say, like, is he stronger or not. I mean, there was, like, a lot less stage, and I think, like, for, like, the first guy, you definitely, like, just lost. You know, like, you kill yourself twice, and then you went way too far, and you couldn't whiff punish him, and then obviously that was, like, whatever. Against this guy, I mean, he hit way harder, and then you just got like forward smashed a bunch.
Yeah.
I guess he's stronger.
He So you said there wasn't enough space. I took Algerie to Dreamland the next game and got 4 stocked. So I was like, okay. And that's the person I played in losers. So
Yeah, it happens.
I was stunned.
It happens. Alright. Replay browser. Alright, let's watch this guy on Battlefield. Yeah. And then my thing's probably gonna lag again. It's gonna suck. Oh, there it is. Oh, baby. Slow down for me. Okay. Alright. So let's see how you're with punching. How you fare against aerials here. Yeah, you see, like, even here, you have to be way closer than you think it is. Because, like, look, even right here, where he doesn't do this full forward aerial, and you are trying to whip punish even, like, from right here, because you did this extra dash back, he shines you.
Yeah.
So you really need to be more cognizant of exactly what space. Oh, that's the best one I've seen. Look at this spacing. Well, forget the fact that you got punished for it, which I didn't think he'd be able to do this punish, but whatever. Look at the spacing. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Look where you stand. Look where you are. You're like
that's
right
the same
here.
down air as game 1, where I just stood there and got hit by it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. So.
Alright, try to get a little shaky.
I do it too much.
Yeah. Alright, so right here, what happens? Approaching laser, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just grabs you. If you use back air here, you would have hit him.
Okay.
You're double jumping, like. So, like, this has to do with, like, the time is right. Because, like, theoretically, this double jump works, or the full hop works, because, again, you'll notice that you're full hopping in a place where if he lands, then you'll hit him, but your timing is wrong.
I was neg in that situation, so I didn't actually get to do the full hop.
Yeah. I mean, you like even like instant double jumped here, which there is not like a real compelling reason to do this. Like, I like maybe if you're gonna like land on top platform and then fall through.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just gonna like full hop here, I think in this spot you may as well just full hop. Like all that does for you is just like get you hit.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So you see how actually you are actually at the exact right spacing, and then you ran into his hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
So you were like right here, and then you dashed here, and then you dashed here.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is like, it's you can react to this stuff. So it's just like, so he comes up here and then he jumps. So you can react to him jumping here. You can't react to the aerial, but you can definitely react to him jumping right here, and then you can go like right here and then punish him.
Yeah. So that, I guess in practice I improve at this by like just playing against Falco and trying to like react to the jumps with respect to my spacing.
Yeah, I think it's like, oh wow, that's unfortunate. It's gonna work very similarly to how we talked about standing very close to people and then pressuring them into whiffing something and then punishing that. You remember when we talked about that stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can do something similar where you just like fight like a really bad Falco player.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone who's gonna like just gonna mindlessly go full laser down air on you the whole time. And like find the spacing where you and just really practice getting the true whiff punish on the down air. Like not even the shine. Really like true whiff punish is full forward down air because it should be extremely easy for you to like dash dance grab or shine. Preferably grab.
Okay. That's if I set it up in training mode, I know I could do it right now, but it's obviously different in a game.
Well, it does seem that like it may still be worth doing in training mode anyway, because it seems like you don't have a good idea of what that full distance is. You're always standing like so close that you get hit, or you run so far that uh that you can't get a punish. It needs to be more exact. So I think it's still worth setting up in training mode because my general impression is that like you stand really close and then you get hits. You're like, oh my god, I need to run away so far, and then you run away way too far, and then you can't punish him.
Right,
But
right.
you're like trying to punish him for the same, and then you're like trying to punish him for it, but the situation's already over, so you like can't do it.
It's like a negative feedback loop.
Yeah. Yeah, like, this is the same, like, so this is what I mean, it's like, you're just, like, too close here, right? You didn't do
Mm-hmm.
anything, like, crazy with this drift, you didn't do anything special. Alright, fives are
Yeah.
pounds. I'll see you next time. The good news is, I think that, I mean, this is, like, something that should be, in my opinion, pretty easy to fix, right? Like, you,
Yeah, yeah,
you,
yeah.
you just need to really be cognizant of spacing. If you just, like, dash dance grabbed this guy every time he did a full forward aerial, then you'd probably have wrecked him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, like full forward aerial is should be like the thing from every character that you can whiff punish easily. Like whiff punishing only gets difficult once they start like doing weird like obnoxious drift backs because it gives them more space to cover themselves or choose an option after. Whenever someone just like full YOLOs at you, if you're ready for them to full YOLO at them, it should be or for them to full YOLO at you, it should be like the easiest thing in the world to whiff punish, unless they are playing Captain Falcon and using neutral air.
Yeah.
In that case, you whiff punish them not by dashing back, but by dashing forward. But it's the same thing. If you
Okay.
see if you have like a Marth just like YOLO naring into you, you should be able to dash dance grab that. If you have a Fox player like full YOLO naring into you, you should be able to dash dance grab that. And if you have a Falco player just doing like laser down air at you, uh, from however far on the stage, you should definitely be able to whiff punish that.
So can I ask a question just to clarify
Yeah.
that process? So in all those cases, am I dashing back and as a reaction to the jump, or is it preemptive?
You are dash. I dash back in reaction to the jump in those cases.
Okay.
Um, Usually, and like with Falco, a lot of times your Q is like, you dash back upon getting hit by the laser or whatever, and then
Right.
sometimes they laser or whatever. But yeah, usually you try to do it in reaction to the jump. But
Okay.
more importantly than that is like that you set up yourself so that you're at a spacing where it's even possible to whip punish them,
Right.
because it's like basically if you're like there's a spot if you're like right here, okay, and then he jumps right now, it doesn't matter how you react. And you start if he jumps right here and you react right now by starting to dash back, it doesn't matter. Like you're getting hit.
Yeah.
But if you were like right here, then you would have the time to be like, oh, he's coming. I'm going to dash back. You see, like, I mean, you were like laying like, but even if you were standing, like, you would just get hit.
Okay.
So you need to
Yeah.
be like standing at a space where it's not like you try to put yourself at a space against like Falco or Fox where it's like they can't just like uh immediately aerial and hit you and then it's unreactable. But
So
yeah.
is I understand that part about like being in like the correct range so
Yeah.
that like the reaction is like, like it does something.
Yeah.
Um, are you like uh, it's weird to use the word this way, but like hit confirming with the grab?
Uh
Like you recognize they do the full like they do the aerial. You see the aerial and then you respond with grab, or is the grab also just like it's a response to like just the full drift forward?
so they drift. So I decided that I was going to try to whiff punish with grab once I see that they are like jumping, and then I just need to adjust my spacing so that I can get the grab.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
because the grab is like the opener that I wanted. Um so like I think we're kind of approaching the problem here from opposite directions. I'm not like computing which option I have is like best to punish like his choice with. I'm more of doing like what option do I want to hit him with?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to get a grab. So then I'm going to position myself so that I can punish him with grab.
Yeah. That's I think that's like in game that's like how I operate. I guess I'm just trying to like clarify like the reaction points.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Well,
I mean I
basically, for so like, how do I know when to grab? It's
yeah.
after he's whiffed. When he's whiffed, I'm going to grab him.
Okay.
So like, I'm out of the way, and I haven't gotten hit. I'm going for the grab, and then it's just like hopefully I space right. Probably
That's
to get we should watch. Wow, Epic Games Launcher. Let's find a YouTube video. Yeah. Oh my god, shut up. YouTube. All right, let's pick our favorite Fox players. Leffen versus Falco. All right, versus Ginger.
Mango Plum.
You're the unfortunate victim, Avery. Well, botted. All right, we're gonna find a sequence eventually.
I feel like when I watch Leffen play, I mean, like against like a good Falco, I like walk away with like more questions than answers. Like you can go for this type of stuff. Like the on the first stock, Leffen went for like a full hop up air attacking the platform. It's like I would never.
Well, I mean, don't worry about that. So, whenever you watch a VOD like this, I think you should try to watch it with specific questions rather than just like trying to see everything that happens. Because
Yeah.
then you can get like you have a specific question. So, our specific question in this case is like, what is the spacing he does things at, and how does he get his whiff punishes? So, I don't care about anything else. So he's like right here. This is a safe range because if Ginger shield drops through here, then he can only hit to like here with down air, and he hits the laser with running shine.
And so that's a read right there. That running shine.
Yeah, he chose. I mean, he chose running shine because it's like pretty good reward, right? And it's like a safe option to try to grab to a safer option than grab to go with. Okay, I got crouch canceled. That's bad. Okay, I don't care about this offstage situation. Alright, so he got bodied here. So he got lasered out of the air, and then Ginger got him. Got his ass. Whoops. Oh, okay. So let's look at the spacing. This is so Ginger does approaching laser, and then tries to catch him trying to whiff punish with turnaround up tilt. Oh, he's just doing approaching lasers. Okay. Ginger's too good, man. He isn't doing the dumb shit. Yeah, so here's a spot probably where it's just like, you know, when you're this close, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, if he had been standing still here, like, he would have gotten hit by the snare. Okay, so this is a good example of a full hop, of a good full hop, and it can't even be punished really. Like he's able to get a shield up, so you know this full hop would have hit Ginger had he just YOLO'd forward. Okay, don't care. Similar full hop here. See how he angles his full hop to land exactly on top of where either the top of Ginger's jump would be or where Ginger would land with the aerial. Yeah, you see this, and this is why I advise like you want to be a little closer. Because that lets you get like shit like this up tilt.
So that what's it called? That range you're talking about, where like you can't really dash back. That's where you get to up tilt.
Yes, that's where you want to. If you can't dash back, then you want to use like up tilt in place, or you want to like running shine at him, or you even want to just nair at him. Like you want to hit him first.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay. This was good spacing.
Do we full hop in that range as well, or no?
No, I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't really like full hop there. Yeah, no, I don't really like it. I like short hopping at them more there. Alright, so this spacing. So even though he doesn't get the grab, you see if and it's because Ginger did a little baby drift back on his snare at the end. So you see this is look how close he is whenever he can decide to do this. This is how fast he need to be moving. but look pretty much like at the spacing he's aiming for. He wave dash back. If only I could. Alright, so here's the spacing where Ginger jumps.
Such an insane interaction.
And then he dashes back. And Ginger's aerial ends right here. And then he's right here.
Yeah.
This is going to be... And then he's already grabbing, see?
Yeah.
It's just one motion. It's like dash back, turn around, JC grab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big hits. Did he die? Okay, he died. Whatever. Oh, what happened here? Whatever. We're off top. Oh, that's a cute way to get it back here. Yeah. See, so this is the range where I was like, oh, I like short hopping at them. Because your jump comes out so much faster than Falco's, then you can get on top of him like that.
Okay.
Oh, that was so close. Okay, close. But like the idea is like even with something like this, and then actually Ginger like did a little baby drift backwards right here to stay safe. But you can see like how exact Leffen's dash dances are. It's like, to be fair, you know, he's getting hit for some of them. You know, obviously I don't want you to get hit, but it's just like this is like he clearly knows like it's this much of a dash. That's how far back he's going.
Right.
Instead of going like all the way across the stage. He probably shouldn't have been holding shield there. That was pretty questionable on his part. It was a good combo though. Okay, blah. Okay, he's hitting him. Okay, he killed him. Nice fall through laser.
I like the short hop drill on the top platform.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't care. Back to battlefield? Yeah.
Jeez.
Ginger really shouldn't have stood there. Where'd he go?
Oh, wow.
That sucks. Alright. Oh, that sucks. Yeah,
Okay.
this is where you can challenge, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like noticing it now.
I mean, he does a lot more challenging in this matchup, which I think is correct. By the way, like I think it's correct for Fox to challenge a lot, but I'm harping on a lot about these whip punishes just because it seems that like you don't have that step down yet.
Yeah, I think that's like that has to be like the first level because like in order to challenge them, you have to make them not just like hold W,
Yeah.
because I think Falco's hitboxes win a lot of the time.
If you start your hitbox, or if you jump at the same time, then Fox will win. Because you have 2 fewer frames of jump
Yeah.
squat. So your hitbox will come out first. But Falco's hitboxes are larger. Which is probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's like not like super well reasoned, but I just feel like versus like any player, I want to have like whiff punishing as like my like level 1, where I can just turn my brain off and do that, because trying to like constantly aggress against players is like it feels like it's overcomplicating what can be very simple against some players.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree. It just depends. Like, you have some players who play more like, alright, if they just give it to you for free, then it can be easier. But whenever if you just like try to start by with punishing everybody, then I don't know, it can go downhill. I don't think there's like necessarily like level 1, but you should know how to whiff punish full forward aerials basically.
Okay.
I don't know about like the rest of whatever, but I do think it's important that you know how to whiff punish it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nothing popped up on that. All right, let's watch. Well, it's a West Ball set, so we probably won't see a lot of full forward aerials. Yeah. Okay, so this set is a lot more rudimentary. You can see he's doing a lot of full hopping on like where would Falco land,
Right.
and then he does full hops forward whenever he hasn't already been hit by a laser, so you can get more forward. Okay, whatever, don't care. I think Westball's won this set, right? And then he lost in losers. Whatever. Oh, what happened here? Nice. So, yeah, this is a whiff punish.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happened on this whiff punish? Basically, I didn't realize it happened so soon. I'm bad. So basically, he was looking as Westballs jumped here, and then he saw that he double jumped, and then he was like, "Oh, okay, exactly." So, let's see. So Westball's threat range, right here, right before he leaves the ground, is like from here to like here, okay? And Leffen is hitting this tech, and the whole time he's like watching Westballs. Then as soon as Westballs does this double jump, you can tell he's double jumped because he's like curled up into a ball. His threat range has immediately shrunk. It's now from here to like here.
Right.
And look at where Westballs lands, and look at where Leffen punishes him. So the whole time he's like looking at him, which is like why it's difficult for me to answer. It's like, like what are you reacting to with grab or whatever? It's just like he's kind of looking at him the whole time, and then he has enough like gameplay experience and understanding to see where Westball's threat range changes as he like does different things, and he just sees the double jump happen. So he's like, okay, I don't need to be like way back here anymore. I can be right here.
Right. So like for that example, it looked like Westball's tried to waveline out of the full hop.
Maybe. I mean, he might have tried a waveland as soon as he realized. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did waveland.
If instead, if Westball's just like empty land shines right there, Leffen gets hit then, right?
Maybe. Like Leffen might get there like in the 4 frames of like recovery from the regular land, right?
Yeah.
Which, he could win that. And then the other thing, really what Westballs could have done here, that would have been the secure thing to do here. If he had a read on this, what would be just come down with the laser here.
Okay. So is that consistently the mix-up with Falco? If you're trying to like
versus
grab
an aerial?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Or sometimes they'll like turn around and up tilt.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the space. So let's see right here. So that's actually a cool laser from Westballs. He actually really heavily delayed it, so it messed up his dash back timing. But so basically, what happened to this interaction is this he delayed his laser, and so that Leffen couldn't really react to it. So like when Leffen saw him jump full forward here. So Leffen sees him jump full forward like this, right? And at this point, it looks like you can actually see he's taking out his gun here. But at this full forward jump, it looks like Westballs is going to like nair at him. So Leffen wants to, as late as possible, dash back, because where can Westballs land? Like right here. So if he had a nair out, it would be like right here. So Leffen wants to go like right here so that he can grab him. Westballs did a delayed laser instead, and he did laser jab. But you can see how if there was a nair, Leffen was going to stand at the exact spot where he could get a punish.
Yeah.
See you. Yeah, similar thing, right? He doesn't get too far, but okay, so whenever he hits Westballs with this back air, what's the first thing he does? He gets the fuck out of there. This is a really good interaction. So he tags Westballs with this back air, and he lands. So what's the first thing he does immediately? He starts running away. He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of the way because I don't want to get hit by runoff down air.
Yeah.
And he sees Westballs jump. He's like, okay, I'm not getting hit by a runoff down air anymore. So he could go back in. Then Westballs double jumps, and then once he double jumps, he's like, oh, this changes everything, because now Westballs can only hit to like right here. And then he like reads the drift back and then gets a punish.
Okay, wow. Okay, that made sense.
Yeah, the way that he plays that platform interaction is like very, very textbook. That's worth like basically trying to recreate, being able to like study how all the different states your opponent is in will affect your opportunity to punish him.
Okay. That down air from Westballs getting shield grabbed is so funny to me. I don't know why. Just on shield, no drift.
Okay, I don't care about transforms. Don't show me transforms. Transforms are bullshit. Wow, so many stocks disappeared during that transform sequence. That's so funny. We really used to play with transforms on. That's insane.
Wow. Is that up tilt?
Yeah, you traded it. Or I guess I missed that part. Oh, it's up smash.
Jeez. Okay.
This is the West Balls combo. The West Balls is in fire combo game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah, so you can see again West Balls with he full hops, which changes it, and then Leffen tries to actually get punished on the platform, which maybe he shouldn't have done. But oh, this is good spacing. So this is like how he's actually doing the spacing with his jumps, though, right? Because it's like, well, here's the thing: like watching this stock is just like how many interactions do you feel like Leffen is like standing in a spot where it's just like, oh, he could just like get like starting from here, like how many positions does Leffen take where you feel like, oh, Leffen could just like get hit and die here? Because that's the thing that feels scary about playing Fox against Falco, right? We were just like, oh, like I could just get hit and die, but
Right.
Leffen spaces himself in such a way where it's like extremely hard to just like hit him and he dies. Like right here, he's standing at a space where he could dash back the stupid aerial, and then I don't know, just like watch this interaction and look how many spots, like basically like all of that interaction, he never puts himself in a spot where he's like actually vulnerable to getting hit for no reason and dying. See? Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it was the first course of action. I'm getting away. And then he tries to get away with punish and he fucks up and he gets hit. See, he doesn't need to like challenge this platform thing with like back air, right? He just like backs up and then he's like, okay, West Balls, do your thing.
Yeah.
Just grab.
So okay, so I have to go soon, but real quick, I find myself like in general when Falco goes to the top platform, I don't really know how to respond because I don't want to just keep moving toward the corner and just concede all the space.
So like if they're right here,
Yeah.
then you can just be right here, and then you're fine. So like
Okay.
you don't need to like be over here, right? Which sucks. Which would suck. I mean, you could just be right here, and then you try to whiff punish their. I mean, you try to whiff punish their aerial, and then sometimes, and then like if they do a laser as they fall through, then sometimes you just like nair through this space or something.
Okay.
Yeah, you try to catch them like in transition as they're going down, but basically, you don't have to be like all the way in the corner, even though it may feel like it. And the scary thing you're probably scared of is like, you know, you're right here, and then they come right here, and you're like, oh, I go right here. But actually, it's more like you're right here when they're right here. Then they come right here, and you go this way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's more like. All right, cool.